Wow, $3 million for 30 seconds. Not cheap, is it? That was the price of a TV spot during American football's biggest stage, the Super Bowl. The Green Bay Packers were victorious on the field, seeing off the Pittsburgh Steelers 31-25. But did any advertisers turn that cash investment, I should say, into points with viewers? Well, automakers were conspicuous during the game. Mercedes-Benz splashed out the first time, while Volkswagen produced a much-hyped Darth Vader advert. So here to give us his views is Nick Cooper, Managing Director at brand strategist Millward Brown. Well, you were very excited about the Super Bowl, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Exciting weekend for you, exciting weekend for a lot of people. Automakers out in force this year, but it's a very crowded, competitive field when it comes to ads, right? So did they manage to stand out?
I think they did. I mean, there were some terrific ads there and some new ways of treating them. But the investment in the Super Bowl is a huge thing to undertake. But our research suggests that it really works. That a spot in the Super Bowl is up to 250 times more effective than a regular ad. It works particularly well for big established brands, and almost by definition all the automakers are big established brands.
It didn't come cheap though, did it? Fox charging an average of $3 million for a 30-second spot. I mean, that's a pretty big deal when you think GM and Chrysler were close to filing for bankruptcy in the 2009 game.
Well, it's very interesting you to say that, because certainly the beginning of this year looks much, much better for the automakers. January sales are up 25%. There's a lot of potential pent-up demand as people have delayed purchases, and people like makers like Mercedes got their 125th anniversary. It's a great time to accent the beginning of the year and hopefully get the year off to a great start. You've got Chrysler and GM coming back into profit, and Ford already there. So 2011 is set to be a much, much better year for the automakers.
You're saying that effectively, the participation of these auto companies, almost reflection of the level of confidence in the industry and the economy at large?
I think to a degree, yes. I think there's been enough sort of saving and holding back. Yeah. Things are starting to move again. The automakers want to be in on that. Our research suggests very strongly that the Super Bowl works really well for automakers, and that has a very big impact for them.
Will we see them get into the ad game in a big way in 2011?
I think so, because I think that all the signs are that they will get those sales and they will get the return on the investment.
What about the big-name brands that didn't take part this year, the likes of Papa John's, Intel, Dr. Pepper? Why is that? Where are they spending their dollars instead?
Well, there are lots of other ways of spending money, lots of other TV spots, lots of other parts of the media mix that you can use. But I think that obviously there are only a finite number of spots that you can get in and around the Super Bowl. But I think the truth is it's a very high entry price. And you've got to be pretty confident that you've got a big enough budget to take that, and also you can build on that throughout the rest of the year.
And I guess we're now seeing as well more and more companies turning to online advertising, social media to reach out to consumers. Yes,
and that's one of the most interesting developments this year, that in fact some of the ads were pre-released, as it were, on things like YouTube, and it's never been done before. And I think it's a very interesting development. I mean, the potential advantages of those are that you can extend the audience, you can extend the life of the ad, and if the ad has lots of watchability, it will work extremely well.
Speaking of watchability, look, just looking at the Doritos ad there. Did you see that one?
I missed that.
No, the pug dog getting his revenge on the guy for teasing him with Doritos. Serves him right. Thanks very much, Nick Cooper, Managing Director of Millward Brown. Good to talk to you.